Welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be installing some new brakes on the Tacoma. With the camper, I've noticed that it is a little bit harder to stop. The distance is definitely longer, and ended up ordering some new towing brakes from Powerstop. Came with pads and slotted and drilled rotors. So we're going to try to go ahead and get that installed today. Hopefully that helps with some of the brake fade. So just the front. The back is still going to be stock. We're going to start off by taking off the front wheel. I'm going to do the driver's side first. Luckily with this kit, I don't have to replace the calipers or anything, so it should be a pretty straightforward swap. And then next week we're leaving on a trip to Idaho. So hopefully I'll be able to update you guys on how the brakes are doing and everything like that. But for now, let's get it installed and then we'll go from there. Alright, so stock brakes, stock calipers. Got the suspension here from Ironman and SPC control arms. I'm actually going to be swapping this out in a different video. The front suspension I like, but the back is way too stiff for the springs that I ordered with this kit, unfortunately. And I'm not super happy with it, so we'll be redoing that in a later video. But for right now, let's start with the brakes. We'll take the stuff off and then I'll update you guys. Okay, so far it's pretty straightforward. Got the pins out, got the caliper bolts out. So we're gonna take off the caliper. I should probably grab something so I can hang the caliper by. Hang it off here somewhere just so it doesn't pull on the line. And then after that, we'll start pulling the rotor off. Okay, took the little clip off that's holding the hard brake line in. That way we can have a little bit more play in this, so I can hang the caliper. Okay, here's a little comparison of the new one versus the old one. The size of them is about the same, but the cooling definitely looks better on the new one. It has more vanes, which will help dissipate the heat. And I compared the brake pads, make sure they're the same and they're gonna fit. So that looks good. Came with new grease, pins, and hardware that you need for it, for both sides, so we should be good there. And then the rotors are also labeled which one goes on the driver's side and which one goes on the passenger side. So we'll get this on, put the caliper back on, and then put the pads in, or actually clean this off before we put the caliper on. I got some brake fluid, brake cleaner, not brake fluid. The new rotor on, cleaned everything off, got the stock caliper back on, new brake pads are in, pins are in, everything's secured. Just gotta fully tighten the rotor bolts in the back, and then I used the lug nut just to hold it in place so it doesn't really move around, just so it's easier to put on the caliper. Pretty straightforward, looks a lot better. and hopefully it works better. Don't really care how it looks as long as it performs better. And then we'll put this side back together completely, put the car down, and then go ahead and start on the passenger side. Alright, got passenger side all on, all the hardware is in, everything's there. Put this clip back on, and I also put the driver's side back on. I forgot to video that, but I did put that on. Now we're just going to put the wheel back on and break in the brake pads, and then I'll update you guys on how the brakes feel. Pads are installed. I took it around the complex just to double check that everything's working. Definitely stops a lot better, but at low speeds or like coming to a complete stop, they're definitely louder than the factory pads. But I'll give it a few days, drive, break them in, see how they are, but definitely stop a lot better. Thank you guys. Hey everybody, wanted to give you a little update on the brakes. It's been a couple of, I think it's been about 2 weeks now. We've been on the road for a week. We're taking 3 weeks off and we're just doing some camping, visiting some friends in Idaho. And then right now we're at the end of Idaho, or at the very tip of it, on the way north towards Washington. So we're going from California to Idaho to Washington, down to Oregon to see more family, and then heading back down to the Bay Area. The brakes have been great. Truck stops a lot better with a camper. Feel a huge difference. So it's been great. Wanted to give you guys an update. I'll probably throw some clips in from camping and doing some stuff like that, but not a full dedicated video, as we're not doing only camping, but we're stopping at some RV sites and spending a little bit of time with, like I said, friends and family. So we've been staying at their homes and stuff. But overall, it's a 3-week trip. It's going good, and we're about a week in, so we got a little bit more to go. And so far, it's going all good. Thank you guys. Stay tuned. Another tunnel.
Again.
Hey, cheese.
Cheese, we're going a tunnel.
We're going in a tunnel.
Yeah. I'll hold this camera.
Okay, hold on. Let's put this around your wrist. Tight. Hold on tight, okay?
Okay. We're going a tunnel. You ready?
Yeah, tell everyone where we're going.
We're going
Okay,
camping.
can you scoot forward though? Your booty that way. Okay, there you go.
Yes.
Alright, you gotta turn the camera around and show the people where we're going.
We're going a tunnel.
Camera woman. Okay.
We're going a tunnel.
We made it to the lake.
Woo! What?
Are you recording? Can you put paddles down?
Need the two. Hide the two then.
Yeah.
pretty.
My whole tree. I use this camera, you can see me. What will you buddies with me? Hi. Where you go? So that's not gonna snap.
Are you having fun? Say cheese.
Cheese.
Yay. Hey. Hey.
What are you eating?
Some bread.
Some bread with what?
Hmm.
Jam. Nice.
Wait for me. Look at you.
Hi. Welcome.
Hi.
All right, sit down. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
Hey, no splashing.
Say hi.
Athena.